all be seated. Welcome, friends, family, honored guests. We are here today to celebrate love. You are present today because in some form or another, you have had an effect on Charles and Nicole's life. On behalf of the bride and groom, welcome. Marriage is a promise of hope between two people who love each other, who trust that love, who honor one another as individuals, and who wish to share a future together. In marriage, two people turn to each other in search of a greater fulfillment than either one can achieve alone. Marriage is a bold step taken together into an unknown future. It is risking who we are for the sake of who we can be. The words we say today have no magic or prophetic powers. The power of the wedding vow is merely a reflection of the reality that exists in the hearts and minds of these two people. Charles and Nicole, nothing I can say today, and nothing you will say to each other, can ensure a long and happy, satisfying, and committed marriage. Only the love for one another and the integrity of your commitment can make that real. There will come days in your life of great sweetness and days of bitter sorrow. There will be celebration and there will be tears. There will be triumphs and there will be tragedies. Life holds indescribable happiness in store for both of you and unavoidable pain as well. And so to symbolize your acceptance of this reality, today you will share the bitter and the sweet, just as you will in your future together. Today, both of you will take and eat of this bitter, dark chocolate. Taste it in the dark days that will rock your marriage and test its strength. It represents disappointment, illness, and grief. Know that in these hard times, that they will come, and with them, the opportunity to deepen your bond as husband and wife. Now, pretty bitter, huh? Ain't nothing yet. Now take and drink this sweet red wine. Tasting it, the sweetness and the light, it will fill your marriage with joy. Savor the fruits of this wine just as you will savor every happiness that your beloved brings you. It will represent the laughter, your child's first step, your golden anniversary. Delight in it as you will delight in your husband and your wife. Today, Charles and Charles and Nicole. Sorry, I knew that was going to happen. Today, Charles and Nicole proclaim their love and commitment to their family and friends. We gather here to rejoice with and for them in the new life they have now undertaken together as one. Charles and Nicole have, I got to write that down, chosen to write their own vows. The vows you are about to exchange will be a verbal representation of your pledge to each other. Charles?
Swear.
No pressure.
For as long as I can remember, I've spent an extraordinary amount of time building a wall around my emotions because I was scared of what this world would do to me. Then you came along, and in what seemed like an instant, that wall was shattered. Yes, go ahead. But I found that I wasn't scared anymore, and I have you to thank for that. Nicole, my whole life, I felt like I was different than others, somehow not whole. But when I met you, I realized that I was right, because without you, I'm not who I should be. You make me want to try harder and be better. At no point in my life have I ever been able to look forward and know everything would be perfect. Until that day, 3 years ago, we sat out on the pier at Rockport, and I knew my life was whole. I promised to always love you and support you, and thank you for being in my life. Thanks.
Nicole, your vows.
Brandon, from the very beginning, I knew we had something special. You're compassionate, loving, and supportive of me in every way. You have beautiful blue eyes, an infectious smile, and I can't wait to make transparent babies with you someday. Every day I wake up, I realize how lucky I am to have found you. I love that together we can have fun and see the light in any situation. I will never forget our first dinner in our very first place, where we sat on the ground in the dining room with a plastic bin as our table as we ate pizza that we ordered from down the road. It's moments like those when my life feels so simple and so perfect with you in it. My promise to you is not to be perfect, but to strive to be the perfect person for you for the rest of our lives. I will always be your fun, loving wife through everything we endeavor as a couple. I promise to cheer you up when you are down, make you smile on a daily basis, and work to keep the adventure in our life always. I will always be your hiking buddy, rock climbing belayer, spelunking partner, motorcycle chick, beer making lover, and basically anything else you want me to be as long as I get to be with you. I also promise to continue quoting Consuelo from Family Guy on a regular basis. I have enjoyed our first 3 years as a couple and can only look to tomorrow with more excitement and anticipation for what is to come for us in the future. In your arms, I feel safe and secure, and there's no place I would rather be than here with you. In the words of Nicholas Sparks, I love you. I am who I am because of you. You're every reason, every hope, and every dream I've ever had. And no matter what happens to us in the future, every day that we are together is the greatest day of my life. Brandon, I love you more than words can ever describe. I'm so happy to be able to call you my husband.
And now, Charles and Nicole will exchange rings as a symbol of their love. Which? Charles, do you take Nicole to be your wife, offering your friendship and loving care, honoring her growth and freedom as well as your own, cherishing and respecting her, loving and embracing her in times of adversity and in times of joy? If so, answer now, I do.
I do.
On her finger. Okay, oh, that's right, I get the last part. Right, repeat after me. With this ring,
With this ring,
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
Take it as a sign, I'll get it right next time,
Take it as a sign
of my everlasting
of my everlasting
and unconditional love.
and unconditional love.
With all that I am
With all that I am
and all that I have,
and all that I have,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
as your husband.
as your husband.
Okay, let's see if we can do it right this time. Nicole, do you take Charles to be your husband, offering your friendship and loving care, honoring his growth and freedom as well as your own, cherishing and respecting him, loving and embracing him in the times of adversity and in times of joy? If so, answer, I do.
I do.
Let's try this. Nicole, repeat after me. With this ring,
With this ring,
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
Take it as a sign
Take it as a sign
of my everlasting
of my everlasting
and unconditional love.
unconditional love.
With all that I am
All that I am
and all that I have,
and all that I have
from this day forward,
from this day forward
as your wife.
as your wife.
Okay. Charles and Nicole, in the presence of your family and friends who have joined you to share this moment of joy, you have declared your deep love and affection for each other. You have stated your wish to live out your lives together based on respect and honor. Therefore, with the power vested in me by the state of New Hampshire, it is my joyful responsibility to officially acknowledge you as husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. And my honor to present to you for the very first time Charles, Mr. and Mrs. Charles and Nicole Hall.
can't believe you made me laugh.
Dude, I'm so happy. I almost laughed. I'm standing still. I was laughing so hard. I had to look the other way and take my phone out. Yeah.
They just yelled into the camera.
I swear.